good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Greetings from the beautiful island of Kaale. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another fishing adventure. Today we are on the hunt for our next fishing spot. So we're kind of driving across the island looking for that next perfect spot. We have come to this place and we're looking to see if there's a possibility to throw our lines here. Now, as we walk up, we can see that there are windsurfers, I believe they're called, all along the beach, which means it is very windy. Fishing conditions, but the surfers are cool. The surfers are really cool. There's a lot of weeds in the water. I've never been to this side of the island. I believe this is the Atlantic. We're in some Atlantic waters, I believe. Very windy, very rough, lots of seaweed. So I don't think this is the one, but it's cool to see the surfers. Alright, so come with me on the journey as we kind of drive around the island, and let's see if we find a place where we can throw out our line. Alright, stay tuned. Okay, so we've made our second stop at this beach here. According to some people on YouTube and their opinions, this is the best beach in Antigua. Out of the 365 that are there, they consider this to be the #1 out of all. I'm not sure what their criteria that they use, but I don't agree. It's a nice beach. It's a very nice beach. I don't believe it's the best out of our 365. This is a very touristy beach. Waters are much calmer here. The winds are not as high. Still weeds in the water. But for fishing, I'm not feeling it. Too many persons in the water. They'll scare the fish. It's a nice beach though. Still have a lot of seaweed, as you can see. Still a lot of weeds in the water and on the sand. Yeah, I don't think this is our spot, but it is a beautiful beach. The waters are gorgeous. All right, we continue to hunt. Stay tuned. Okay, so here's our next stop. This is a little pond. I have no idea what the name is. And I don't even know if fish is in here. Or what the water looks like. I see birds in the air. Birds are flying in the air, which means there must be at least bait fish around here somewhere. I wonder what this pond is called. I wonder. I don't know the cleanliness of this water. Okay. Let's see. What do you guys think? Should I throw my line? Or should I keep exploring? Stay tuned. We'll see what I do. Okay, well, I just spoke to someone who lives in the area, and they assured me that yes, fish is in here, because of course we can see the birds diving, so we know there's at least bait fish in here. But they also said I wouldn't eat the fish, so I'm looking for eating fish. So because this is a salt pond, and it's around a lot of industrial. There's a lot of hotels on the other side, so he advised that the fish wouldn't, even any fish that you catch would be catch and release, and we're looking for fish to eat. So that tells it. We're moving on, looking for the next one. All right, guys, stay tuned. Okay, so we've made our next stop. What do you all think? The waters look pretty okay. They're a little rough, but not so bad. There are some persons on the beach. I think every beach you'll find today on a Sunday that there is always going to be someone. There is not a lot of seaweed that I can see in the water. So I think this may be the spot for now. I think we might take a chance and throw our lines out there and see what the sea has to offer. All right, stay tuned. Gonna get myself set up. Okay, so we're all set to throw our line out. We're gonna give ourselves about a half an hour here to see if we get a nibble, a bite, anything. All right, so let's throw our line out. Oh dear. All right, now let's see if anything picks us up. Stay tuned. We'll collect the action if it does. Okay, so we've been here for about 45 minutes. We got one hit the moment I threw my line out, but since then, nada, zilch, nothing. I see some birds flying around, so there may be some bait fish here, but there is just nothing happening. So we're gonna pull the line in and yeah, head off to the next spot. All right, stay tuned, guys. Hopefully we find something else that is more fruitful. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so we've made another stop. This place, well, if it's nothing, the views are awesome. Okay, so you see that deep drop there? So I'm not going any further because I'm afraid of heights. So yeah, I'm not actually going to go any further to show you how far the drop down is. But as I was looking, I was like, oh, look at those rocks over there. Those are nice. That may be an option if I can figure out how to get down there. And then I look, and there's a guy. See him? He's fishing down there. I don't know if you can see him through the bush, but he's down there throwing out his hand line. Huh? Interesting. So I'm gonna see if I can make my way down there. I don't know. Maybe we'll stop here for a minute. Stay tuned, guys. All right, guys. So I figured out how to get down to that other side. It was a pretty steep climb. So yeah, that wasn't for me. But I found this part on the other side. This doesn't look bad. The climb down here wasn't as steep. So I think I'm going to take a shot. I'm going to take a shot and throw my lines out. My line, I only have one rod and one hand line. Throw my line out and see what happens. I mean, there is a lot of rocks. It is super windy. I don't even know if you can hear me clearly, but it's super windy and the tide looks like it's coming in. The current is moving. So let's see. Let's just throw it out and see what the sea has to offer us. All right, let me get myself set up and stay tuned, okay? Okay, well, it's been about an hour since I've had my lines in the water. I've changed the bait a few times. I just pulled in my last line. It was nibbled up. So there is something small out there that's been just picking at it for the last 20-30 minutes. So The winds are still really high. I'm gonna call it a day. We've been hunting for a perfect spot for the next spot since just afternoon, and it's just after 5 now. So while we did not catch any fish today, I do think that I found a couple of good fishing spots. This spot here is definitely one that I will come back to when I have more time. And you know, if I had time today, I'd stay for another hour or even 2, but I just do not have the time today. So I definitely will come back on another day when I, 1, have more time, and 2, the weather is a little bit more calmer. It's still so windy. Sure, you can't even hear me properly, but anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this adventure of mine of going around the island trying to find our next fishing spot. I'm hoping that I can come back at another time and I'll actually be able to catch some fish at one of these spots. I think I found a couple of great places. So in the meantime, thank you so much for continuing to support the channel. Thank you for liking, subscribing, for sharing, for commenting. Please go ahead and hit that notification bell so you can know anytime I upload a new video. Thank you once again for the support. Good night, good morning, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you may be. Thank you. Have a great rest of the night. Take good care. Bye-bye now.